Hi, I'm Sam and welcome to another Giant Thursday. Today, I'm going to take a look at how you can promote your content. When it comes to SEO, content may be king, but distribution is still queen. And in my mind, that's just as important. For your content to be valuable from an SEO perspective, you need to get your audience to see it, read it, link to it, share it, talk about it, and engage with it. And that takes work and can be a little tricky. So here's a couple of tips on how you can promote your content. The first being making sure your content is unique and valuable in the first place. There's no point in producing content for content's sake. Spend your time wisely by producing something that your target audience is going to find interesting and valuable. Half the battle's already won if you're producing content with your audience as your primary motivator. Do your research. Make sure you understand exactly who your audience is and what kind of content they're looking for and how they can consume it. Use your internal data to do audience profiling. If you don't have internal data, conduct a focus group or send out an email survey to find out. YouGov Profiler is also a really handy tool you can use that will link in the description down below. Another point is sharing it. Once you've created your awesome piece of content, you need to talk about it on social, and not just the once. Utilize all the appropriate channels to share your content. Use Buffer or Hootsuite to schedule a series of posts about it at different times of day. Identify who your key influencers are and connect with them. Your key influencers are the important people that your audience listen to and have a large social media following of like-minded people interested in and looking for the same kind of content. If I was a car nut, for example, Jeremy Clarkson might be a key influencer. Share your content with them. Connect on social. Start a discussion. Even better, get them to contribute to the content so that they have a vested interest from the get-go. Optimize your social posts by using appropriate hashtags. Shorten the link to your website, pin posts to the top of the feed, and update your Instagram bio to include the link to your content, and include the right handles to influencers, publications, or references on Twitter. The third point would be paid promotion. Boost the post on Facebook. You don't have to assign a huge budget to this, but £50 could be enough to help you reach a much wider audience, which would be all you would need to gain traction, and then the organic interest will take over. Sponsored Twitter posts can also work really well if your goal is to build a social following. Make sure to be reactive. Set up Google Alerts to track when there are people talking about the theme of your content. Monitor hashtags on Twitter. When people are having conversations, get involved and contribute with your piece of awesome content. But make sure to keep it spam-free. Monitor your activity and learn from the results. Which social posts drove the highest volume of traffic to the website? What time of day were they scheduled? Which influencer shared your content? How can you nurture that newly built relationship and work with them again? Use Google Analytics to track the traffic going to your website. Utilize UTM links if you're feeling fancy, but a bit more about those another time. Learn from what worked and do more of that. Having a promotion or distribution strategy is so important in getting people to see your content. Who wants to put all the hard work and effort it took to produce something awesome to go to waste? If there are people visiting the content on your website, spending time reading it, sharing it on social and linking to the page, these engagement metrics will help your content to rank well on Google and ultimately drive more qualified traffic to your website. Easy peasy, job's a good one. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in another Giant Thursday.